We are back. We are back. All right. Now, let's take this whole thing down. Restart the whole thing. Restart the process. The process. Yeah. That guy, those guys. Two, 3, 4, 5. Doink. 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 Okay. That's probably good enough. I think the first thing I want to do, though, is run a bunch of clock signals. This is one thing I'm kind of proud of in my rack. While vaguely cobbled together and hastily thrown together without a lot of forethought, the clock works really, really well, and it's extremely flexible, depending, you know, I've got multiple sources of it. I can run it from Tempe, I can run it from either sequencer, I can run it from lots of places. My personal favorite, though, has to be the data. But before I do that, I'm going to tune my oscillators, which is always a good idea. So, this guy, where are we at? Where are we at? Why are you not? Oh, because I've got it plugged into the wrong. I'm an idiot. Okay, C#4. Let's go for C4. Come on. Come on, man, this thing is so sensitive. And I know there's a way to change the tuning sensitivity on it so that it, like, the knob doesn't move as much. Let's see. Should just look at it. Okay, that's close. What do we got here? It's actually pretty darn close to the other one. That's kind of cool. Let's double check, though, and make sure, at least for reference, that the second core is also tuned. And we'll take that off, and we'll take off sync. Oh, it's like 2 octaves higher, so perfect. This guy is rock solid because it's digital. This guy is almost rock solid. Let's tune it. Let's tune it up a little bit, just a little. Wink. Everything is just a hair on the sharp side, so that should be cool. Come on, come on, come on, come on, you can do it, little guy. There, all right, oscillators are tuned, everything is good to go, so then we do clock output. All right. So the data has 4 clock outs. Each of them can be individually, like, configured. Hey, Jason. So yeah, each clock output can be configured as like a ratio of the base tempo. All right, so I've got my base tempo set on 90. So what I do is I run a clock right away to a buffered mult. Okay, so now one of those inputs has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different outputs. And then, of course, I could take one of those and run it to the Tempe if I wanted, which is just another way of either generating or manipulating clock, because it's really easy to do multiples of everything on the Tempe. It's very simple to set up a polyrhythm and stuff like that. It's kind of a cool thing. So, as a matter of fact, maybe that's exactly what we should do. Be kind of neat. A polyrhythmic ambient patch.
I like it.
How about Uncle Mo's family feed bag?
Hate it.
All right, so now we got Okay, except, here's the thing, right? These guys are going stupidly fast. And so now if I wanted to, like, chop it in half, 1, 2. Okay, though, you know what? Here's the deal. Let's not do it from there. Let's do it directly from the data, which has the added advantage of being able to start and stop it at any point. So what I'm going to do then is run a quarter note clock out. Come on. Hard to see. Oh. There. Okay, so I'm going to run a quarter note clock out into the tempi. There. So now the whole thing just, boom, configures itself right away. It picks it up very, very, very fast. And now we can, you know, manipulate as much as we want. And the cool thing is that these, in some modules, will actually act as a trigger. So, like, I could run a straight clock into the bass drum and just trigger it. So, done. Which seems like a good idea. So, let's just go, like, channel 6. It don't matter none. It really don't matter none. Not at all. Alright, I'm going into channel 4 of that there mixer. Really should zero out. Back sends though. Should. So I had an interestingly shitty day today. It wasn't entirely a shitty day. It was just weird, funny, and it ended up being a shitty day because my last class was insane. But we had no internet at school today. And I mean none. The entire district was completely out. And, you know, we're a one-to-one district, and everybody's got a Chromebook. So just imagine the chaos that ensued when everybody had to essentially create brand new things for everyone to do. And, yeah, it was a time, man, let me tell you. And, like, I think the only person that might have had it maybe a little bit more difficult than me was the STEM teacher. Because, you know, everything that they did was online, and it's connected to these challenges and stuff like that. And, yeah, it's kind of hilarious. I do wish that the Melodicer had a stop. I gotta say, that's a thing that maybe should probably exist. Okay. So speaking of which, I wanted to edit the clock on this. I can actually put this into a 16th note clock, which is good. So go to edit and then you go to what? 7? No, it's 8. Clock, parts per quarter note. So right now it's set to 1. I'm going to switch it to 4. And now it should take a clock directly from this guy. And we'll just go like stealthy here. Mother. We're sorry. Your clock will not reach. Please select a longer cable and try again. Bam. There. Okay. So it's done. And if I hit stop... Oh, see, and it doesn't do that. That's lame. So this thing keeps going. Can I set that? Mute. No restart. Restart. How do you mute? Let's look at that. What is that? 8765. Right now it's on. Power mute is on. No restart. I want to switch that to restart. Oh, I see. There's a mute control. Oh, I gotcha. I understand. So maybe I don't want power mute on, because I know that does something weird. Okay. So I can just send it a CV signal, a gate signal, and it will mute. So number 4, gate in 2. Right now, let's set it to mute. That way we can send it a gate in order to shut up. Which is, you know, nifty. Okay. Now what? Well, let's pick a voice. Pick a voice, any voice. What do we want? What do we want the Melodicer to actually control here? You know what I mean? We could also, by the way, while we're waiting, pop a clock signal into the dot sequencer. And now just like blink, and everything starts flashing, and blinking, and flashing, and blinking, and flashing. So there's that. I was thinking two things today: the Melodicer, yes, and then also the Turing machine for both semi-random weirdness. Then no, I cannot drop one of my patch cables. I'm not allowed. So let's see here. Let's throw a clock division to the Turing machine. Maybe that clock division will be a 16th note. So now that thing is chugging along. It's doing its thing. Yeah, okay. So like when you stop the clock, it really only will affect things maybe directly. It affects the stuff coming out of this buffer. So now it stops, and as soon as I hit go, it resets it. So honestly, let's take a trigger from channel 1, this thing. That'll work better. Now we've got a little bit of control over the rhythm. And then we can take channel 3, and maybe we'll use it for hi-hats. We'll trigger hi-hats from the plats. Or should I make hi-hats with white noise? It never sounds that good. That's the problem. It's actually, I think, easier to make a snare with white noise. There's my snare. Okay, I like that. Now, what we could do is send it like an occasional envelope to just like morph it. That'd be fun. Let's do that. Let's use the Zadar and set up a shape here. Just a simple... no, actually, let's do like a ramp. Like something like that, except like there. And then the time will be very, very short. Okay. So then what we do is we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. Sorry. Just kidding. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do like a weird division of that. And then that way, it'll, every once in a while, it will spit out a trigger for that there envelope. Right? You with me? You with me so far? You alright? You got it? And then, that thing will output into there. Oh yeah, baby. So now we got hi-hats that actually occasionally go open. Trying to find a good time. That's pretty good. I like that. 500 milliseconds. Okay. So we got some drums. Some drumage. We could make a snare. I guess. Let's build a voice first. How about let's do that. Yeah, definitely build a voice. Let's see here. Well, we got this here 1V per octave output thing. Let's go into let's go and use that thing. And let's run that thing through the stereo filter. The new one. Supercritical neutron. Oh man. Oh my god. It's actually made of neutrons. It's composed entirely of neutrons. Voice number 1. Here we go. Oh, that sounds great. You can do some weird shit with this thing. Still don't know if I like it. I don't know. F minor. Let's try something different. It's something I haven't really done much before. I'm going to use the gate out, and I'm going to go into a channel of the stochastic generator. That also works as a get it kind of a quick rise time, but then a really variable fall time. Alright, now the cool thing is we actually have really good control over Hmm. That's being weird. That's interesting. Hmm. Now that should be the signal in right there. That should be the thing. I think the problem is it's triggering it so fast. If I put this on eighth notes, it's probably going to work a lot better. That's weird. can use a super short little guy for that. I should get some auto panning action. Clock synced in LFO. This is not exactly ambient. Yeah, that's really interesting. Resetting. Hey, they're all synced. Happy. Oh, there is delay. Stop, reset it. Oh no, it didn't. Okay, we got a clock thing we got thing going there. Okay, that's cool. Now let's send another clock division to another channel of this LFO here. That's way too long of a cable. That should be kind of cool. There's plenty of sound on our end. I think that's a you issue. Me. KSP? Oh, key step? No. I don't really need it. Yeah, I've got multiple synths that have CV outs and stuff, so if I really needed to hook something up, System 8 would make a nice little thing. And it doesn't have as many outputs and shit like that, but... I'm gonna add in a couple of chance mods here. There we go. That's cool. Just on occasion, a rest. Man, you can't beat an STG oscillator through the STG filter. It's just, it's a Mother 32, basically. But with better effects and controls and flexibility and overall sound. Let's take this LFO that's in here. And also we'll throw a copy of it. Busting out the stackable. Throw a copy of it up here through an attenuator. Slow LFO. time you get a sample and hold. The sample and hold gets a clock. Like this LFO to be also attenuated. Yeah, I may have to come back to this on Friday and resurrect this, because this is really, I really dig this. And it flies off into the distance. Yeah, that was interesting. And that's not a bad idea. It's really fun. This Melodicer, I'm really glad I added that. It's like it's an instrument, you know, it's like you're playing it. And it's super cool. Very responsive. Cool stuff. I keep thinking of other changes that I could make in here. So the lizard and the multi-waves module could both go. And I don't know, I feel like I need another good LFO module. But the thing is, I have the Zadar, and that's like a super LFO or envelope, and then I have the stochastic, which has 4 potential repeating envelopes. Oh, you know what? I'll bet you that was the problem. That's why it wasn't working earlier, because I had them on loop. Son of a... So it basically turned them into, like, freaking the fuck out LFOs. Okay, live and learn. Yeah, and then let's see, what else? Well, I'm going to replace the Scion with a with the Erica Synths sample drum, I think. The other thing is, I find I don't really use the Wasp filter, like, ever. So I'm wondering if that would be better off somewhere else, or I just make sure I make a point of actually using it. But I don't know. Anyways, thoughts for later. One of the things I really like about this Vinicius state variable filter is it's got two inputs and 2 CV inputs, and then it has a CV input for resonance. So it's a 12 dB or an 18 dB low pass, or it's got high pass and band pass also, different outputs and stuff. So it's actually a really flexible filter, and it sounds pretty great. And yeah, some of the stuff that's in here, I'm just not 100% sold on. I'll be honest, I'm not 100% sold on the Morpheus filter. Hey, Think Twice. What's going on, man? Yeah, I thought about a stages. It's an interesting concept of, like, working with stuff. I feel like I've got everything in there already. Stages is great if, like, you don't have that stuff. But, I mean, between Quadrax, my multiple ADSRs, the stochastic function generator, like, all of that stuff, like, I've just got so many friggin' envelopes all over the place. I mean, a potential of, what, 10? And then a lot of stuff, like, has a built-in, you know, VCA and stuff like that. Like the Platts, you know, you don't really need that. You can use gate length and things on there. So, low-pass gate, that's kind of another one that you can use as an envelope. So, I don't know. I don't know if I need that. If I was going to get anything, I'd get like a Batumi or something like that. like a nice, like a 4-channel clockable dank LFO. With variable level, that's the thing. This 4MS one is really nice, but you can't change the level. So it's like full on, like either 0 to 10 or +5 to -5, like all the time. And every time I use it, I'm like, no, fuck, I have to hook it up through an attenuator. And, you know, it's annoying. I dislike. Is it possible to control it with Reason? Yes, but I would need a different module. Which is something I've been thinking about as well, which would be like the Expert Sleepers ES9. I think that's the right one. It's like a 16-track audio interface for your modular, okay? But each of the panel or the jacks in it what are they called? They're DC coupled, so you can use them to send control voltages in and out, which also means clock. So you could have, you know, a MIDI clock essentially coming from Reason and then controlling everything in your modular. And like, yeah, that would be cool as hell, I have to admit. Reason itself is not that good at it. You have to get other software within Reason, and I can't remember the name of that offhand. I just had it. Oh, shit. And now I lost it. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, there's way to do it. The best option I think for me would be it's a grenade to jump on, right? So I would have to get Bitwig. That would be my preference, and then start learning it, right? And then Silent Way, that's the name of the software. And then get that modular or that module. And I'm like, where do I even put it at this point? Like, I'm going to have to sacrifice some stuff, which, you know, I plan to do with the 2 big red ones up there and probably the 4-channel mixer. So, like, this is a chunk that I could sacrifice. That I could sacrifice. This, and then that's a blank panel. And a couple of things could be jogged around a little bit, but not by much. I really only have, like, about 1.5 HP to spare right here. But if I port the Morpheus to the back rack and replace it with something nicer, or different, because it is really nice, but it's just, I don't know, it's not hitting me. It's, I don't know how to describe it. The amount of control it gives you over your sound is just not as much as I would have hoped. But, yeah, it's a bunch of, like, digital filter models. And not all of them make sense. I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to hit the road. And I'll probably be back on Friday. I've got the modular bug has bit pretty hard again, so yeah, I'm down with that shit. So, anyways,